The Clockmaker's Curse. Supernatural, psychological horror, mystery, and the legend of Ravenshade. Well, like, share, and subscribe, if you dare. Because when the clock strikes 13, time stops for the living. In the quiet village of Ravenshade, no one speaks after midnight. Not since the curse of Elias Thorne, the old clockmaker who vanished 100 years ago. They say his clocks still tick, but they don't keep time. They keep souls. The arrival of the stranger. Kind Lydia Carter, a young journalist, arrives in Ravenshade to investigate the legend. She's skeptical until she steps inside Thorne's clock shop. Dust covers hundreds of clocks, all ticking at different speeds. On the wall hangs a note written in faded ink. "Do not stay past the 13th chime." Lydia, smirking. Superstitions, nothing more. As she winds one of the clocks, the air shifts. The storm outside stops, and every clock in the room strikes midnight at once. The 13th chime. The 13th chime vibrates through the walls. The lights flicker. The shadows stretch, long, twisted, unnatural. Lydia, "Hello? Is someone here?" A whisper responds. "Time doesn't belong to you." Her watch stops. The second hand freezes. Every clock in the shop stops ticking, except one, a massive grandfather clock in the back. Its pendulum swings backward. The clockmaker appears. Here she follows the ticking to the basement. There she finds a workbench covered in pocket watches, each engraved with a name and date of death. At the end of the room stands a tall figure, pale skin, hollow eyes, wearing a tattered clockmaker's coat. Lydia, trembling. "Who are you?" The clockmaker, voice distorted. "I am what time forgot." He lifts a broken watch. Inside, she sees a reflection, not of herself, but of her body, lying still on the floor. The curse revealed. Elias Thorne was cursed for trying to control time. He built a clock that could trap souls at the moment of death, but it turned against him, binding his spirit to its gears forever. Now, every 100 years, the clockmaker must claim a new soul to replace his own, someone foolish enough to wind the clock again. Lydia, backing away. "I don't believe in curses." The walls begin to shift, covered in ticking clock faces. Hands reach from the gears, pulling at her clothes. Each second that passes drains her reflection of color until it disappears entirely. The clockmaker. Time always collects its debt. The grandfather clock strikes one final time. Lydia screams, but no sound comes out. When the shop door opens the next morning, the clocks are silent again. Only one is ticking, the newest one on the shelf, on its face engraved in silver. Lydia Carter, 2025. A man walks by and hears faint whispering from inside. "Don't wind the clocks." The time loop. Years later, another journalist visits Ravenshade. The same shop, the same silence. She finds a dusty note on the counter. "Welcome to Thorne's Clock Shop. Please don't stay past the 13th chime." Sound of ticking slows, stops. Narrator whispering, "Like, share, and subscribe." Because time always comes for those who listen. Fade to black. Final sound, 13 slow chimes echoing through the void.